Sherri, really nice to
Charles,
see you.
you too.
How are you?
Oh, doing well.
Yeah, it's crazy times, isn't it?
Mm.
Absolutely crazy times. So we're here to talk about your research into the leader-follower relationship and the book that you are publishing very soon.
Yes.
So maybe you could start with just giving us a quick snapshot of what the leader-follower relationship is, just to get us going.
If you look at the history of research into leadership or more recently followership, a lot of it talks about the relationship. A lot of it, you know, talks about, you've got to deal as a leader, you've got to deal with people and getting things done. I mean, that stuff is a theme that runs through 100 years of leadership research. And the one thing that I thought was really missing was, well, how do you build a strong relationship? What's it based on? And so I focus on the third thing. It's not leadership, it's not followership, it's the actual relationship, which is this third thing that kind of sits in the middle of us.
So you're focusing on the relationship, not on the individual or the role of leader or the role of follower, on the
Correct.
relationship itself. But
Correct.
how did you how did you get into studying the relationship? What were you, as you got into it, what were you thinking that you could achieve by the research?
Well, I always, I originally went in to do research around influence and realized that the work that we do with the Positive Parent Influence program is much more powerful than any research that's been done. And the model's beautiful, it works really well, and I thought, well, I'm just going to reinvent the wheel if I focus on this because it's good stuff what we have. And I could have done that, but I thought, no, I don't want to do that. And then I became enamored with neuroscience, and there's this one neuroscientist, his name is Dr. Siegel, and he talked about the fact that neuroscience can be looked at as two brains connecting in terms of looking at relationships and stuff. And that triggered me down this path, and I created a model of neuroscience, humanship, if you want to call it. And then it's just the journey I was on, because then I started looking at implicit theories. There's a lot on implicit theory work around leaders, and a little bit, again, more recently on followers. And those look at what we believe somebody in a leader position should be doing. That's an unconscious belief we have that if this person is a good leader, they're going to be demonstrating these types of things.
Okay. So it sounds like you have quite a lot of experience in this space. So you've done a PhD, as I understand it. But just give us a background of who you are and how you got to this point.
It was interesting because I was looking just the other day. I got a BSc honors degree in economics and law. And the honors degree part required me to go out and do a research study. And I actually found my research study. And it was on employee participation, funnily enough. And then my master's degree, and that was done at British Aerospace, by the way. And then my master's degree that I did in Britain was an MPhil, and it was completely by research. And I spent 3 years looking into, and it's called management shop floor relationships in a British factory. That was done at Roundtree Macintosh. The chocolate was great. But and then 30 years of teaching influence all over the world. So I've got many years invested, at least 8 years of academic research and 30 years of experience in the world.
And I believe you're a master trainer in influence. Is that correct?
Yeah. I teach people how to teach influence, and I train people in influence, and I work with a worldwide network of people, so run the business for many years. So yes, I actually also use. I'm not just a what's the saying? I'm not just the owner. I'm a customer too. I mean, I use all of our products pretty regularly in terms of my own relationships with people.
Okay, okay. And have you travelled around the world? I mean, you mentioned the UK. You're now in the US. Have you with the training? Have you trained people around the world?
I have. I've trained people in China. I've trained people in South America and Central America. I've trained people in the Middle East, in Europe. So, what's that? 4 out of how many continents do we have?
6, I think.
I was gonna say 4 out of 6. I think so. Close anyway. A lot of places, a lot of countries, a lot of people.